Welcome to Outbound Labs by Predictable Revenue, where we share the results of our prospecting experiments, what we learned along the way, and what it means for your team. Hey everybody, I'm Colin.
And I'm Lavinia.
Welcome back to another series of Outbound Labs. Now, this is a big one because this is sort of the age-old sales development debate. It's personalization versus personalization at scale. What's the right balance? And what do we really know, and what can we really learn? And I think for this series, this cycle of tests that we just ran, there was a lot of really trying to narrow in on what's real, what's not real, what can we learn, what can we share that's going to scale and be applicable. And I think we had some really interesting learnings, and I know we had lots of failure here. And so this series is really about what did we try. What did we learn? What's applicable for your business? What if you're sitting in a situation going, I've got SDRs, should they be personalizing? Should they not be personalizing? I mean, I think the answer is always the more time you invest into it, the more you're going to get out of it. But what we're trying to do is direct you to where should you spend your time? Where's the best place to make those time investments?
Yeah, exactly. And that's what we really wanted to focus on with our experiments in this cycle. So one of our SDRs here at PR, Sarah, she was working on this really great personalization at scale method that involved finding a post on LinkedIn that had lots of sales leaders engaging with it. So obviously they would be relevant prospects for predictable revenue. And then she took that list of leaders who had engaged with the post, and then she built a list from that, sent them all a message referencing the fact, hey, I saw you like this post on LinkedIn. I thought XYZ was interesting. How about if I could tell you we could help you solve Y? Would you be interested in hopping on a call to unpack that? And she saw some pretty awesome results.
And this was actually based on a video of Beck Hollins that she did with, I believe it was with the Sales Hacker people. And Scott did a great job of getting all the great information out of Beck. And Sarah watched that video and was like, oh man, this is super valuable. It was more focused on if I have target accounts, how do I work those target accounts and find relevant ways of starting the conversation? Yeah. But she was saying, okay, well, what if I flip that? What if I said, I'm not working a target account list. What if I want to work the most relevant prospects? Because here at PR, we've only got a couple SDRs. I think there are 4 of them. And so there are quite a few target accounts to go after. And so it's pretty much greenfield at this stage. And so she said, well, what's the best way if I've got a large number of accounts? What's the best way for me to really prioritize my efforts? And who should I start with first? So big shout out to Beck. We'll throw a link to Beck's video in the description here, and you can check that out there. We also had Sarah on the podcast. And so if you want more details on Sarah's method, we'll also throw a link to Sarah's podcast in the notes in YouTube there. And so with that said, Lavinia, what was the test, and what were we trying to learn with this set of experiments?
Yeah. So what we really wanted to understand was, could we take this positive validation of this method and roll it out at scale? So could we roll it out across different industries, different target personas, and see how we could make each stage of the process as efficient as possible while still getting these great results? So naturally, being Outbound Labs, that's what we took. We took this method, we broke it down, we ran experiments on each stage of the process. And what we were really aiming to do here was to learn and fail quickly. So a lot of this was being a new method of an approach, and we were testing lots of new ideas. We really wanted to see as quickly as possible whether it was going to work. And if it wasn't, why wasn't it going to work? And what could we do next time to see how we could tweak it to see if we could get results? And if it does work, great. What does that mean next? How do we take this to the next scale? So that's what these next series of videos is going to be focusing on, each stage of this method, how we did, where we achieved, and where we maybe failed productively as well.
Right on. And throughout the series, we tried a bunch of different styles, approaches. We tried to dissect to find out which pieces of the process are most important, which areas are best to invest your time in, and which areas are a bit of a waste of time. And we've got some both great and exciting results to share with you, and a bunch of total whiffs.
Yeah, pretty much.
Fantastic. So stay tuned. This is the intro video. So we've got if you're on YouTube, the next video should be coming up shortly. Hit that next button. And as always, hit subscribe if you want to be notified when the rest of these videos come out.
Thanks.
Bye for now.